ladies and gentlemen, and being a producer of Wrestle Massacre as well as Inside Movies Galore, I am David Streggy, and welcome to Delusions of Grandeur. Enjoy the reviews. I certainly did.
Okay, Dave, that's it. Screw you and your college flunkies. I've had enough of this from you and from everyone else. I know what you guys are trying to do. Break me down, drive me out of the force. Well, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than a lame prank like this to get Curtis Mooney to throw in his badge, so fuck you. Over.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Delusions of Grandeur. I am your host, David Streggy, and here I have another review for you, this time from a box set that I had gotten from Arrow. And this is the first installment in the American Horror Project collection, which was a project that was put together by American obscure exploitation writer Stephen Thrower, who wrote Nightmare USA, The Untold Story of Exploitation Independence. And the first film in this collection that I wanted to go on about is a film called Malatesta's Carnival of Blood. It was directed by a guy by the name of Christopher Speeth, and it was filmed in 1973, produced by Windmill Productions, and it pretty much was filmed in and around Willow Grove Amusement Park in Pennsylvania. Now, comes across the story of a family by the name of the Norrises. So you have a Mr. and Mrs. Norris, and then a young daughter, Vina Norris, and they're looking for a brother and a son, and they come under the guise of managing a carnival side gaming thing for this carnival that is run by Malatesta, but hosted by a man by the name of Blood. Vina is played by Janine Caruso, and Jerome Dempsey plays Blood. Daniel Dietrich plays Malatesta, and there are some various characters in this carnival that are just weird, and basically there's a whole host of ghouls, cannibalistic ghouls that evidently work for Malatesta, and they all seem to watch like old cinema, and apparently whenever someone needs to disappear, They make them disappear. This So, like I said, there is a family that has come to look for their son and brother, and um, it seems like the people, Malatesta and Blood, all seem to want Vina for some reason. Blood wants her blood. um, but Vina seems to meet one of the guys who works for the Tunnel of Love by the name of Kit, and he starts to explain a bit about the freaks and the goings on in the carnival, and he ends up getting dead. Um, there are a couple of beheadings in the film that are kind of gruesome. But other than that, it kind of is kind of like a dream. It's got a grindhouse feel to it, and it's got a madness of its own. I mean, for this particular film, I thought that and felt like it was homemade. It wasn't exactly what I would say top of the line acting, but I did like Blood's character. I did like the makeup on the ghouls. I just wasn't really entirely fond of the cannibalistic side of the ghouls. It was more of a zombie film than a ghoul film, if you know what I mean. So um, I do like the fact that it used an actual amusement park. It looked like it was abandoned, and looked like it was a unique thing of history. And I guess I could say you could say that there were some unique characters. Um, I felt like Blood was more stronger than Malatesta, though. Um, the the Daniel Dietrich who played Malatesta, he seemed to be more of a wimp than Blood. So even though I liked that Blood, I kind of wanted to seem like he was helping Vina in the end find her lover. Um, it was a very confusing film, to say the least. Didn't exactly go much of anywhere, but it did seem to have a circle of life thing going on, that the carnival was going to continue doing its evil doings as long as Malatesta was in charge. So I guess you could say that this is a kind of obscure film. Um, I'm not necessarily sure whether I entirely liked it, but it's definitely weird and worth viewing, at least for for one time. I mean, it was a fairly strong film. I'm in the middle on this one. I'm neutral, so it's not that it's going to be rememberable. I will remember the decapitation on the roller coaster, though, in the very beginning. That part I will, and the part where um, Blood was trying to suck Vina's blood, and Malatesta supposedly destroyed him. I guess I will remember those parts, and possibly the way the ghouls were running after the Norrises. Um, So I guess I could say that I'll remember a little bit. I don't know how much of it I will remember in the future, though I will revisit it sometime down the road just to see my entire feelings on it again. It's worth at least viewing another time for myself, but this is my review as it stands. So hopefully you enjoyed my description of this film. Like and subscribe to my page if you have not. Definitely check the film out. Let me show you the Arrow copy. That is the poster for it. Looks kind of cool. Malatesta's Carnival of Blood. So it says you'll shriek with horror as you watch his victims take a diabolical roller coaster ride to bloody death. But thank you for listening. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Appreciate your time spent on my page. Thank you so much.
My mother thanks you. My father thanks you. My sister thanks you. And I thank you.